Hello, everyone. This is Everything About Hallmark. I'm Roxanne, if you don't know, and I have a new friend. This is Alyssa Gervasi. Hello, Alyssa.
Hi,
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm excited. So, I thought I would introduce you to the world here, our little world, and just talk a little bit about yourself first, and then some exciting news, your new movie that's coming out, Feeling Butterflies. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're ready? Okay, so how about you tell us how you even got into acting? Like what made you want to do this?
So, my mom first got me into modeling, which I do have a picture right here.
Oh, yes, show us.
Right here. So, right here is me.
Oh, with ponytails. Love it.
And then I started going on to commercials, then TV shows, and then movies, and then voice. And it's been really fun.
Okay. So do you have any training or did you just like natural talent?
So I did do a lot of training for most of my stuff. Like for voice, I've done act for voice classes,
Hmm.
and for my self tapes, I've done those kind of classes. And I've mostly done classes for everything.
Okay, so you've got school all over the place. You have school, and then you have school for this. So you must be dedicated.
Yeah,
You love it?
I do. I
You
really
do?
do.
So when you get a role, right? And you're going to be playing this character, do you prep for it? Do you like get yourself ready in some way?
I do. Yes, indeed.
So what is it that you do? What do you do? Like I will give you an example. The other day I was talking to Catherine, and she was saying that she likes to prepare by, if she can read the script ahead of time, that's great. Sometimes she does a little bit of research into her character, but she likes the hair. Like she tries to get her hair done in a certain way and maybe an outfit and feel like the character. Do you do anything like that?
I do. I read the character description and I go over everything. And then once I know a lot about the character, then I start going through the script and I start looking at it, trying to memorize it. And then once I think I have everything, then I read it. And if I make a mistake, I go back and I redo it.
You know what? It's like we heard the reference, and I was saying this to my students, like your brain is acting like a muscle, right? You keep trying to go back and memorize. Does it get better and easier as time goes on, the memorizing?
You know what? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because my mom told me that I have a gift for memorizing stuff.
Oh, so then you might be ahead of the game, which is kind of good. So and actually memory is so important because it's like that bottom, like that first level of learning. So if you can memorize, then we can build on it. So I tell this to my students all the time, and I feel like all this stuff we've been doing lately, being virtual and on virtual school, sometimes I feel like it messes with our memory, but that's okay because now you have that extra exercise of practicing your lines. Do you have someone that like does lines with you?
I do. So I have my friend Maya Misoljevic. We
Oh,
sometimes have the same auditions. She's also an actor.
okay.
And sometimes she comes over to my house and we run lines together and we read the character description and we try to memorize the lines. But it's mostly my mom that helps me with it
Mhm.
and sometimes myself. Like for
Okay.
voice, I usually look at it myself and look at the lines.
Could you explain to everybody in case they don't know what you mean by voice?
Yes. So for example, so voice like a cartoon character.
Mhm.
So I read the lines and then I get into the character that it's telling me to.
Okay.
So
Do
for
you
example,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
like I could do the character that I'm playing for voice right now if you want. I could.
Sure, if you're allowed to, yes.
Sure. So I know you heard gurgling, but I don't hear a thing.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
You.
Now, how often do you have to go into the studio and do that?
I think like twice or once a month.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, is this a recurring, role? Like, is it a cartoon that it's not just a movie, or is it something that's weekly?
Um, I
You don't know?
am not sure.
Okay. You don't know how is it new? Is it I know you no names, we don't wanna spoil. Is it something
I
that's new?
I think that there's a new season. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so you're not sure how it's gonna go. Alright. That's
Yeah.
kind of, like, fun and exciting because you get to be a cartoon character.
Yeah.
I love that. That's really cool. Okay, so now do you ever watch your own work?
So when Feeling Butterflies comes out, I'm absolutely going to watch it.
Okay.
But like the Umbrella Academy, I only watch my episodes because half of it is kind of inappropriate,
Yes.
but I still do watch my episodes.
Okay. My students said that today. They said they were very much like I have a couple of them and they were very much into it, but they were also saying that they watched it with their parents because some stuff like
Yeah.
might be inappropriate. Now,
Mhm.
what is your character's name on the Umbrella Academy?
Her name is Vanya.
Vanya, and you are the younger version of her,
Youngest
right?
version, youngest version.
Okay. Now, I'm just wondering, like, how did you even hear about something like that? Is it just an audition that you went to, or did someone
Yeah,
come
it
okay,
was an audition that I went for.
alright. Did you have to do anything special for it, or
Um, well, for the audition, when I went for it, it was I think I had 2 scripts to memorize,
wow.
and they asked me to tell a little bit about myself and, like, your pets and stuff like that.
Okay, so and I saw your pictures and I posted I think on one of your pictures on your thumbnail and oh my goodness, so adorable. So cute with the little academy on the little
Yeah.
jacket and stuff. I love it. So now I mean, I know there's more than just acting. I know you're into other things like hockey. Can you
Yes,
share
of
some of
course.
your hockey escapades with us?
Yes. So, I have loved hockey since I was about 5.
Wow.
I started just skating, like taking skating lessons, and then I got into boys hockey, like all boys hockey. And I wasn't really enjoying it because it was all boys and I wasn't making any friends. So I asked my mom if I could join an all girls hockey league. And she said, "Sure, let me find some leagues that you can join." So we went to this one league and they ran a couple of drills and they pulled me off the ice and they said that I was too good. So then I went to this other league and I've been there ever since and it's honestly been the best. I love it. I'm making so many new friends.
Oh, that's wonderful. You have a picture or something you wanna share with us?
Yes, right here. So I'm just gonna yeah.
Look at that. It's, like, official. Look at you down there. Now, when you're playing hockey, do you have to tie your hair back?
Yes.
Okay.
This hair cannot be down. Trust me,
Okay.
not down.
How do you fit it? Like, what do you do? Braid
It's
it? Pu
I braid it because if I put in a ponytail, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay, it would be thick, right? My goodness. So you are at school and then sometimes acting school or acting classes, and you have movies, and then you have a series, and you have your cartoon, and you have hockey. How in the world, like, who does your mother help you keep it all together? Does she have like a master schedule somewhere?
Yeah, she does. She really does.
Otherwise, it would be like a lot. Do you ever have to miss
Yes.
school?
So, I do have to miss school if I'm filming a commercial
Mhm.
because, I mean, I kinda like missing school, but, you know, I don't like to miss assignments because then I'm behind.
Yes, I know what that's like.
Yes, but for the Umbrella Academy, I did have to miss, I think, 5 days,
Okay.
but
That's not too bad. Do your
yeah, it's really not.
Do your teachers, because I mean, I had to do this with my students. I had to do like a Google Classroom so then they could
Yeah.
log in and see
So
everything.
in
Yeah.
my class, there's 2 online students, so my
Mhm.
teacher posts everything on Google Classroom.
Yeah.
'Cause then how would the onliners do it, right? They
Right,
need
right.
to do it. So he posts quizzes, everything,
Mhm.
like, as as the classroom does, he posts online. So,
I have to do the same thing. Does that help you then if you're going to be missing some
you know
school?
what? It does. It really does. Because if I have a quiz, then I can go back and I can study all the stuff that I missed,
Right, right.
so that way I'm prepared for the test.
Oh, see, that's a good thing. I always say that even though all this virtual stuff we had to do was weird, and some of us don't like it. In a way, though, it helps out with certain things like this. Like if you're going to be away for so many days, if a family vacation has to happen because parents, that's when their vacation is, then it makes it easy for you to tune in. Oh, I love it. All right, now I wanna know about your family and your friends. Do they treat you any differently than, the average girl?
So, my parents don't treat me any different, but when I come to school, it's like all of these kids just come running to me and they're like, "Oh my god, you're famous. Are you in a movie? Are you in a show?" And I'm like, and then they're like, "Oh my god, can I have your autograph?" And I'm like, "Okay, okay, okay. Yes, yes. You have to go to class now. I'll do it at recess."
Oh.
Yeah, I get so many kids coming to me and be like, um, "What are some tips to be an actor?" And then I give them some tips.
Well, that's good because you could give us some tips at the end. And you know what? It's you're in 5th grade, and my 5th graders, I love them, but they are very dramatic and everything is, "Oh, oh." So, I mean, I can imagine you walking into my classroom and my students would have the same thing going on. I may have told you this maybe back in this, studio, but I always have, the star always winds up in my classroom. I don't know how, it just happens when we have our school plays. And that happened this year again. So Hannah, she's her name's Hannah, and she's going to be starring in the play. And she's like, oh, Mr. Rensis, like she's all excited too. We're excited for her. So I get it. I can imagine. You go to school now, and they ask you all those like 42 questions, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do you ever like wonder if someone is being nice to you because of your acting? Do you ever wonder, like
I
friendship
I
wise?
I do wonder that, but I
Mhm.
also think they don't,
Okay, I'm sure.
because I do have a lot of friends that know I'm in the acting business, but
Mhm.
still treat me like a normal kid, right?
Right.
Like, they're very nice to me, play dates with them, they just treat me
Yeah.
normal.
Right. Okay, well, that's a good thing. And you still have to take out the trash, right?
Oh, yeah, totally, totally.
Do chores. I love it. Now, I was thinking, do you think you'll continue being an actor, or do you have some other hopes, dreams, wishes?
So, I do wanna continue being an actor, and if I get married and have kids, then I'll sign my kids up for acting, you know?
Oh, keeping it in the family. Look at, you already
Yeah.
got plans here. All right, I'm loving it. Okay, tell us a tiny bit more about the Umbrella Academy, and then we're going to just talk all about the Butterfly movie, which I'm so excited for, and for you. Tell us about the Umbrella Academy. A little bit about your character.
Well, my character plays number 7, and she plays the youngest, Vanya,
Okay.
and basically, she's got powers, but she
Mhm.
can't control them.
Oh.
So, in one of the scenes, I kill all my nannies, just they fly out of the window,
Oh goodness.
and, but this other nanny that comes in, she's a robot, so she can't die.
Mhm.
So with my powers, I'm like, and then I smash her against, I think, a fridge,
Mhm.
and then her head turns around, and then she's like, it's like, and then she turns her head all the way back around again, and then she comes close to me, and I'm like, Mm,
Mm, mm, mm.
that's just no.
So you creep yourself out. That's hilarious. Now, I'm thinking maybe you can't, and tell me if I'm wrong, you can't control your powers because you're young and you're still learning. Is that what's happening with the character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you're killing off your nannies. Oh my goodness. This is not rated G, is it? I love it though. I love it. That's great. Okay, so tell us about feeling butterflies. What's your name?
In Feeling Butterflies, my name is Amanda,
Amanda.
and she is Garrett's daughter. And basically, she wants her dad to find love because her
Oh.
mom passed away.
Oh, okay.
So she meets Emily, which is a owner of a butterfly industry, and she hopes that her dad, will fall in love with her, and it happens.
So of course it does because it's Hallmark and you know that always happens in the end of the movie. So for anybody that doesn't know, but they know because they love Kevin McGarry, that's who is playing Garrett, right? And Kayla Wallace is
Yep,
what's her name? Emily,
Emily.
right?
Yep,
Emily. Okay. So now Kevin plays your dad.
yep,
And he is on When Calls the Heart, and he's always with Jada, who plays Allie. He's very good with having a co-star that is younger than him and being a parental
yep.
figure. So I'm sure he had some little tips for you
Yeah.
or kind of like guided you. Anything that you want to share?
Um, all I can say was that he was super, super funny.
I know.
Super funny.
He's like funny off camera all the time.
Yeah.
I know. What are anything special stand out in your mind that he would do when he was off camera?
Yeah, so there's this one scene. It was what we weren't filming it, but they were just setting something up, I think. And
Mhm.
he's like, "Watch this. I can crack all my bones." And he's like, with his nail, I think he's like, and then he's like, "Oh," and then he's like, "Oh," and then he starts cracking his nose, and then he starts cracking his fingers, and then I forgot. I think he cracked his neck, and then
Oh.
I think that, yeah, that's what he cracked, and I'm like, "Oh my god," and then I didn't know that he was doing this with his nail. I was like,
Oh.
"Are you
He's
human?"
he's making the sound with it. He was like making the sound
Yeah,
with his okay. He is funny. He's like a piece of work. So actually that's kind of nice because then you laugh and you relax, right?
yeah.
So now what was it like working with butterflies?
So, working with butterflies was amazing. I loved it. In fact, when I was on a bike ride with my grandma and my other cousins,
Mhm.
we we spotted a butterfly on the ground up ahead, and I picked it up, and it had galaxy wings. So it was like dark purple, dark blue, and black.
Oh, that's
So
beautiful.
I picked it up, and I think it had an injured wing. So
Oh.
I put it on my bike, and I rode my bike all the way back to the car, and it stayed in my hand the whole time. So I brought it home. We fed it nectar, and then I went like this outside, and it flew away. And it always comes back when I go to my grandma's house.
Oh, that's amazing. So you knew the name. You called it Galaxy
I
Wings. How did
did.
you learn that? How did you learn that? From the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember learning that there was like a wrangler. You know how they have horse wranglers and they have to get the horses and corral them in? They have butterfly wranglers, like someone has to go around and catch them. Is that
Yeah.
true? Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Oh, they're beautiful. I have my butterflies on here.
It is just spectacular.
It's a hairband. So the clothing, I saw the clothing because Catherine Cahoot, she plays her character that she plays is like over the top in love with butterflies,
Yes.
along with Kayla. She loves butterflies as well. But I saw some of the costumes, like your outfits that you were wearing. They were adorable. Now, do you at some point have a matching dress with Kayla? Do you two have matching dresses at some point?
Um, I don't remember.
You
That
don't
is a good
remember?
question.
Did you get to keep any of the costume? Oh,
I did.
what did
I
you keep?
indeed did. I wait, pardon?
I said, what did you get to keep?
I got to keep really cute dresses and shirts, and I think I got to keep this really cute skirt that went with one of my tops in the movie,
Right.
and I'm going to wear them in summer because
Oh,
I film
nice.
Feeling Butterflies in summer.
Nice.
And I've got this really cute green butterfly top. There's all butterflies on it. And I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna wear this in summer. It's so cute."
So that's nice because do you think that if you outgrow them, you'll keep maybe one as a like a little souvenir
Yeah,
or collection?
probably.
I
Mhm.
don't know. If you start now, by the time you're in your 20s, you'll have like a whole closet full. Reese Witherspoon, she's an actress, and she was on a show that shows you how to organize your house and your closets. And all her movies that she was in, she has like dresses and memorabilia of clothing, and she had them all on display. And she started out when she was young, so that will be you. If you start collecting, you'll have to have a nice big beautiful house and put all your stuff on display, almost like a little museum. Oh my goodness, I am so excited for the movie.
Me
And
too.
as you said, of course, they get together and you have your little family. Was there ever like a scene that was like a challenging, but challenging in a good way? Like, did you have to like cry or laugh hysterically or any? Yes.
So there is this one scene.
You don't have to hold on. You don't have to give it fully away because that's okay.
Okay.
But just something that, like, which emotion was it? Was it crying or?
It was, I think, sad in one of the
Oh.
scenes. Yeah.
And how do you come up with something like that? How do you feel that emotion? Like, what do you do?
Well, I just think of something that
Okay.
makes me really sad,
Right.
and I try to get into it and make it look real.
Okay. Yes, authentic.
Yes.
I have to tell you, Kayla, we talked a tiny bit about you. I don't know if you saw her
I
interview,
did see.
and she said you were prepared. You were a prepared girl. That's wonderful. You want to take or look at some comments that they have over here, and then we can I don't know if they have any questions, and then we'll wrap up with like a cute little I have a cute little Tuesday. I'll explain that in a minute activity. So you can I don't know if you could see it, but you can move it up and down as can I. And they just are showing you some love. And let's see right here. This is me. I said,
Oh,
hello. I already have had the pleasure of meeting Alyssa, and she will steal your heart. Aw, and everyone's saying hello. And then let's see what we have here. Let's see what Janice says. What voiceovers have you done, Alyssa? And I think you kind of talked about it, but have you done commercial voiceovers?
no,
No, just
no.
the cartoon. Is that your first cartoon that you're doing?
Yes, it is. It
Yes,
is.
it is.
Mhm.
Now, is that something you said, "I wanna do this," or did someone, like, contact you about it?
So, I just really wanted to be on a cartoon. So, I got
Really?
I got the opportunity.
So you took it, right?
I took it.
Okay. This is
Well, I
Kathleen.
auditioned for it.
Yes, I get it. I know what you meant. You auditioned. Kathleen says, "I love her character's voice for the cartoon character. She plays so adorable and talented too."
Thank you.
And Janice says, "You're so animated." All right, let's see. Wow, so cool playing. Okay, this is see.
Oh, here, I think.
What? So cool playing hockey, brave little lady girl power. All right. She was saying, it's wonderful how easily kids can memorize. That's because you have a young mind.
Yes. And I think if you have a young mind, then you can memorize easily.
Yes. Oh, let's look at this. Who is this? Alyssa is an amazing actress.
This is my aunt.
This is your aunt, and she's showing you some love. Hello, Auntie.
Hi.
No. All right, I have a question for you that I think one of my students had asked when we were in the classroom. They were asking, is there a role that you would love to play, like, or a character? I know you said you'd like to do a cartoon, but is there like some kind of character that you would love to play?
I would love to play. I don't know if you know her, but her name is Millie Bobby Brown.
Yes.
She is my favorite. I love her so much.
So,
She is in one of my favorite TV series called Stranger Things,
oh yes.
and she had to shave her head for it.
I know.
I think
I
that was a
know.
big sacrifice.
Right.
And she is also in a movie that I recently watched called Enola Holmes, and
So
she has a
good,
British
right?
accent,
Mm-hmm.
which I absolutely adore. I really do indeed.
So you want to play someone with an English accent?
I do. I really do. Yes.
Yes. We've got a
Yes.
question. I'm guessing that Alyssa has an agent. Does she get to tell that person what kind of parts she wants? Oh,
So, no, but I do have an agent. Well, I mean, I have to have an agent,
right.
but the my agent picks what parts I do.
Okay. Guides you, right?
Guides me. Yes.
But there, listen, if your agent, do they hear you? Hello, she would like to have to have an English accent.
It
I saw her movie too. That was, you know what? That was a great mystery. I loved
was.
how it ended. It was
I
so good
know.
on Netflix. Oh, by the way, in case someone doesn't know, the Umbrella Academy is on Netflix, correct? That's
It
where we,
is. It
yes,
is.
good.
Yes.
And oh, this is an important question. Are you studying any different languages?
I really want to speak Italian, but at the same time, I think it's going to be pretty hard.
Right, right.
But I think Italian language would be pretty good, pretty cool to
Now,
learn.
at school, do you have to know a language?
I
Besides,
well, French. I do
yes.
have to know French.
You do. You have to have, okay. So we're in the United States. We have our students learn a second language too. And in my school district, the second language is Spanish. But French makes sense for where you live, and then
Yeah.
Spanish. I speak French. But
Oh,
and yes, and but my students have had Spanish since they were, in like 5 years old in kindergarten, and they
yeah.
do it all the way through up until high school, and then they can pick whatever they want if they want anything.
We started French in grade. We had a split class in grade 3 and 4, so that's when we started.
Oh, you start a little bit later. How are you
Yeah.
picking up? Are you okay with it?
Yeah, it's actually pretty easy once you get to learn it.
Mm-hmm. Sure it is. Because you're young and you have a young mind. All right. So yeah, I don't see, like, just cool stuff comments. I didn't see another question, but I wanted to close out with a fun little Tuesday game. So today is Tuesday, Tuesday, but we're spelling it Twosday
Yeah.
because it is February, which is the 22nd, 2022. Okay. We did some fun things at school. So I chose 3 pairs of homophones. So those are 2 words that sound the same, but they don't mean the same thing, nor they spelled the same. So we have flour, Flour, which you bake with, and we have flower, which you smelling as a plant, right?
Yes.
So we're going to do would you rather. So for the flour, Flour, would you rather be indoors baking, or would you rather be outside with nature, smelling the flowers, playing outside? Which is your choice? What would you go
I
with?
would rather be going outside and sniffing the flowers and having a great time.
So you're an outdoors person. Gotcha.
Outdoor, yeah.
All right. So we have C and C. SEE with your eyes and SEA, like the
See,
ocean.
yeah.
So would you rather go see? I'm actually saying it like this because of my guests, not you. I know you have a sharp mind. Not that my guests don't have a sharp mind. I'm just letting them follow along. So you have SEE. So would you rather go see a movie like out in the movie theater or even an outdoor fun movie theater that way? Or would you like to go spend the day at the beach?
Spend the day at the beach.
Oh, okay.
Explore the beach. Build sand castles.
All right. You're an outdoorsy girl. And then I have air, AIR, and then air, HEIR. So air. So would you, if you had a role coming up, would you rather play a pilot or like, flying airplanes or air, HEIR, a princess or queen, the heir to a throne?
A princess or queen. So,
Oh,
yeah,
why not a princess or queen that flies planes? What about that?
that's cool too.
I know. I like that idea, right? I think we have like Prince Harry, or was it Prince Harry? I think so, not Prince Will. He over in Great Britain, he would fly planes, I'm pretty sure. Something with the military. I could be totally wrong. But okay. All right. This has been so much fun. Thank you. Thank you for joining. We are going to say goodnight to our guests, and then you just stay on and we'll say goodnight in the studio. Okay. Feeling Butterflies, which is on Saturday, March the 12th at 8 Eastern time, right? We're going to be watching. And the night before at 8, I have a little surprise, a little premiere surprise. Ooh, we'll be watching out for you. What's your character's name again?
Amanda.
Amanda. And Amanda's finding love for her dad,
Yeah, she is.
Garrett, right? Played by Kevin McGarry. And that love comes with what's her name? Kayla, right?
Yeah.
And what's her name in the movie?
Emily.
Emily. All right. Good night, everyone. You want to say good night?
Good night. Have a great day tomorrow.
Yes.
Thanks so much for watching.
Yes.